Hello, with this Notion template we prepared for dentists, you can easily track your patients, examination details, and payments. The main menu includes patients, sessions, and payments, and there are buttons on the left side to quickly add records if you wish. Here you can follow the patients with appointments this week. Here is the information of recently added patients. We will shape the training through to scenarios. The first scenario is to examine the patient and keep the examination information and create the next appointment. The second scenario is to process the appointment record given to the patient by phone. Let's start with the first scenario. Here we have tried to include all the options you may need when keeping a patient record. Now let's examine one by one and register a new patient. Here we add the patient's medical or dental history that we need to know. Here you can add the treatment plan that we intend to apply to the patient. If it is the first session, you can write Control and Pass. Here we keep the date of the patient's first registration. In this section we will add the payments we receive. For now we leave it blank. We write the total cost of the patient's treatment here. As the patient pays, the total amount of the payment and the remaining payment amount will appear here. Now let's move on to session logs. First, let's add a session ID manually. From here, select the patient name we created earlier. Here we select the date of the current session. Here we note the procedures applied in the current session. You can select more than one procedure. Here we choose the appointment date for the next session. Here we choose which procedures will be performed in the next session. Here you can attach a dental X-ray image of the patient or any other file you want to track. You can select the name of the relevant dentist here. We continue to take notes on the session. We can follow our patients who have a session this week here. We can follow our patients who have a session this month here. When we went back to the home page and checked, the patient was added here and the appointment started to appear here. I will show you how to add a record to the section that appears empty because we have not received payment in the patients section. We manually add a payment to this section. We select the date and payment method of the patient from whom we receive payment. Now let's deduct the payment record we added here from our customer's balance. Let's come to this section and choose payment, that's all. We'll automatically calculate the remaining payment amount. Now let's do the second scenario, which is to make an appointment for the patient who calls by phone. Let's click the Add New Session button. Let's add a session manually. We leave the date here blank because this is the session date. We leave this blank because the patient has not come to the clinic yet. Let's select the dentist name and select the appointment date. You can add details and choose actions to take. Finally, we select the patient name and complete the appointment creation. You can check that the appointment has been created here. When the patient comes to the session, you can complete the empty sections here. Thank you for watching.